You ever stand your ground and suddenly the whole neighborhood's watching? That's exactly what happened when the HOA showed up to inspect my backyard, and I said no. It started with a polite-looking letter shoved under the door. HOA inspection of exterior property. Mandatory. I was skeptical. We keep the lawn mowed, the fence painted, and the trash cans tucked away, but rules have been getting stranger lately. Odd complaints, nitpicks about garden gnomes, and a new patrol that loved issuing warnings. On the scheduled morning, a group of HOA volunteers, clipboard in hand, faces serious, arrived at my gate. Karen led them, of course, all smiles until she wasn't. She announced, "We need access to your backyard for a routine inspection. It's HOA policy." I stepped forward and was calm but firm. "I keep a locked gate for privacy and safety. You can't come in without my consent." My voice was steady. I wasn't looking for a fight, just respecting my family's privacy. Karen's smile hardened. "This is mandatory. You'll be fined if you don't comply." Her tone carried the weight of authority, as if the neighborhood belonged to her. I didn't budge. Instead, I offered a compromise. "If you'd like, schedule a time and I'll be there to meet you. I won't leave my property unattended." She scoffed and said she needed to check now. The neighbors were watching from porches, the tension thick in the air. Rather than escalate, I pulled out my phone and went live to a neighborhood safety group we'd set up months earlier. "They're demanding entry," I said calmly into the camera. Within minutes, people started commenting and calling the HOA board. The effect was immediate. The volunteers hesitated. The board president called Karen on speakerphone and asked for a status update. The tone shifted. Suddenly, this was procedural, not personal. Karen's threats of fines sounded hollow when other neighbors chimed in about privacy and due process. By the afternoon, the HOA issued a clarification. Inspections must be scheduled, and homeowners must be present unless there's an emergency. Karen received a formal reprimand for overreach. The volunteers dispersed, embarrassed. That night, neighbors came by with lemonade and grateful smiles. We talked about boundaries, respect, and how small communities need rules, but also need fairness. I didn't win because I shouted or broke rules. I won because I stood firm, used proof, and let the community see what was happening.